Hi everyone, welcome back to the Spring Security tutorial. In the previous video, we discussed about denying all the HTTP requests in Spring Security. In case if you missed the previous video, the link will be given in the description section of this video. Make sure to watch the previous video before proceeding with this video. Alright, in this video, we are going to discuss about customizing the multiple users in Spring Security. Let's begin. So in the previous video, we discussed that whenever we are customizing the Spring Security, we should always use the Web Security Configurer Adapter class. This is the class which is provided by Spring Security. This class provides a whole bunch of methods. It provides a method for configuring the HTTP request. It also provides a method for configuring the multiple users. We're going to override one of the method, which is configure method, which will takes the authentication manager builder as a parameter. And inside this method, we are going to provide our own implementation. We are going to customize the multiple users. Let's look at the big picture. So when a client sends a request to the Spring Security application, the request goes to the authentication filter. The authentication filter will send the request to the authentication manager. The authentication manager will identify the authentication provider in our application. And in our application, we are using the default authentication provider. The authentication provider will internally uses the user details service to customize the users, and it uses the password encoder to encode the password. So we are going to customize the multiple users in our application using the in-memory authentication. Later, we will discuss how we can connect to the database and how to configure the multiple users inside the database. For now, configure the multiple users inside the in-memory authentication. Let's look at the development steps. All we need to do is we need to override one of the method, which is configure method, inside our MySecurity configuration Java class. So inside this, we're going to override the configure method, which takes in the authentication manager builder as a parameter. And we're going to make use of the in-memory authentication, and we are going to define the users using the with user method, and we are going to configure the password using the password method. And we need to provide the authorities. If you don't provide authorities, then the Spring will throw an exception. So we're going to provide the authorities, which is admin, and we're going to define one more user using the with user method, and we will configure the password using the password method, and we will provide the authorities, which is user, and we need to also provide a password encoder. If you don't provide a password encoder, again the Spring will throw an exception. So for that, we're going to configure the password encoder as well. Password encoder. For now, we are going to use no op password encoder. We are not going to encode any password. So we're going to use no op password encoder, and we will call the get instance method. Of course, this method is deprecated, but for now, let's use the no op password. Once we connect to the database, we can use the any other password encoder techniques. Alright, now let's jump to the STS and let's write a code for this. Alright, I'm inside the STS IDE. I'm inside the MySecurity config file. And what I'll do is I'm going to slightly modify this method. In the previous video, we have modified this configure method. What I'll do is I'm going to remove this ** and I will add home. So we're going to permit this URI, which is /user/home for all the users, and for /user/dashboard/user/dashboard, we're going to authenticate it. So authenticated. Alright, so next, to configure the users, we are going to override the method, which is configure, which takes in the authentication manager builder as a parameter. So inside this method, what we're going to do is we are going to make use of this authentication manager builder. So auth dot, we're going to make use of the in-memory authentication. We're going to use with user to create the user. I'm going to call this Bhushan. I will provide the username as Bhushan.password to configure the password. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5, and we need to provide the authorities. For now, let's give the authorities as admin. To define a multiple users, we can create multiple users with the same, with user, the username, which is user itself, and password. Let's use the password 1 2 3 4 5, and we will provide the authorities. Let's say this is a user authority. Instead of this user, I'm gonna call this Pawan. And also we need to use the password encoder, otherwise the Spring will throw an exception. So password encoder, for now we are going to use no-op password encoder dot get instance. Okay, so now we are defining the multiple users using the in-memory authentication. Okay, so now let's save this and let me run the application. Let's go to this, and inside this, right click on this, choose run as, run Spring Boot application. Okay, our application is started. Let's go to the Postman, and what I'll do is I'm going to enter the URL localhost:8080/user/home. This is a public URL, anyone can access this URL. So when I click on this send, we do get the message you are on the home page. But when I go to the dashboard, when I click on this send, we should get the unauthorized 401 unauthorized, because we have configured the users and we need to provide the user details. So what I'll do is I'll go to the authorization and I'm going to choose the basic authentication, and I will give the name Bhushan, and the password I'll choose it 12345. You can see now the moment we click on this send, we should get the message you are seeing the dashboard contents. Awesome. Let's try for one more record. Let me remove the session ID from the cookies. Now when I user go to the, let me enter Brad credentials, let's say Bhushan 1234567 The moment we click send, we should get the unauthorized, which is we are not able to access this URL. Now let's provide one more user details credential, which is Pawan, and which is 12345. The moment we click send, we should get the message you are seeing the dashboard contents. Awesome. So let's recap one more time what we have done. So inside the MySecurity config, we have override the method configure, which takes the authentication manager builder as a parameter. This is the method which we use it to configure the users inside our Spring Security. Inside this, we have used the in-memory authentication to configure the multiple users. We called the with user method to provide the username, and password method to provide the password, and we have used the authorities to provide the authorities for the users. And also we have used the password encoder, and we used the no-op password encoder to not to use any password encoder techniques. Alright, that's all about this configuring the multiple users. In the next video, we're going to discuss more about this user details. I will see you in the next video.